Hey guys, today we're going to discuss how you can learn to scramble like Jordan Spieth. So obviously Jordan's had an amazing success winning the Open Championship. Now, if you've watched the whole week, the first round, he said he had that was his best long game performance he's had, if not this year, probably one of his best in a major. Then you go through each round, and each round, the long game obviously wasn't quite as good as the first day, but every single day he shot under par. Now, everyone always talks about how great he puts, but having witnessed it firsthand when I was at the Open, his short game is absolutely unbelievable. So what we're going to do is have a look at how you can learn to control the spins and the trajectories of your short game shots, very similar to what Jordan Spieth can do. So, I can see right now, he's just playing a standard chip shot here. Okay, he's got probably about 10 yards of green to work with here, and he's going up a bank. The bank is probably rising about 4 feet. Okay, so his first option here is he's going to land this kind of somewhere just on the edge of the green. Okay, so if we were to say his landing spot is going to be somewhere in here. So he's going to have a little bit of check, and then it's going to run out. Okay, so when we watch this shot, we can now see that as he takes it back, a great thing that you will have seen me talk about in previous videos of mine is that as he takes it back, this club head really does work outside the hand. So we can see here, the club head goes up, stays outside the hands. The face is starting to open up a little bit here. So different to obviously a full golf swing here, because obviously you'd want that leading edge with a full swing somewhere close to the leading edge of the spine, which would be here. And we could see that club face is definitely not parallel to it. Okay, so what we'll see now is as he sets it up, the golf club goes over the top of the forearm slightly, and now as he makes that movement on the way through, the chest is controlling the action, a handle is going left and around to his trouser pocket, and then we'll see that the ball lands on the edge of the green. It takes a couple of hops and then starts to run out to the flag. So we have a look at this, we'll just see now this then just starts to run out quite nicely towards the flag, but doesn't get past the hole there. Now, if we fast forward this through to another shot here, now this shot he's going to play a lot lower. This particular shot landing short of the green in this area here. So now, if we watch what he does before he takes the shot, we'll see that you see that step he just took there. So here he goes. He starts off with the ball middle of the feet, takes a step. Now the ball's outside that back foot. Playing this with his most lofted club. We can still see going back, he's not shut the face. It's still in a very similar orientation to what it was before. It's not maybe quite as open because a little bit of weight's gone forwards, but it's still definitely opening. What he then does on the way through, comes in, gets a slightly shorter follow through here, so he's not held the face as open. Hands though have still gone around to the left. So if you watch this here, you can still see those hands going around that left trouser pocket, hits short of the green, pops up and then runs out. And we see now when this finishes running out, you can see that golf ball right here is past the hole. Okay, so it's a very different spin to the first one. Now what he's going to do is he's going to play a higher one. So we can see opened up the face a little bit, ball's a bit further forwards in the stance, and then from here what he'll then do is as he takes it back, that club face, once again, same as the first one here, the club head will stay way outside the hands, and we can see now that club face is most definitely quite open here. There's that leading edge of the club right here, once again relative to the spine, very open. That's a commonality in all of his chip shots. Hands then go around to the left, face stays open. We can see that's a lot higher. There's the peak of that trajectory. It's kind of right near the top of the flag. It lands a lot further on the green, and there is the soft spin. So if we were to just have a quick look, we could see top of the flag was the highest one, the lower one, which was this one, right here, the peak height of the ball is here. It's only just at the level of the green. And the medium played one, which was the very first one that we saw, which is back here. We see this, and the peak height on this one would be right there, just at the bottom of the flag. So you've got top of the flag, bottom of the flag, bottom of the green. 3 different trajectory windows which all gave different spins and can be used in a variety of scenarios. He was trying to see how he could play all those shots to still access this standard pin. So guys, having seen what Jordan's doing there, let's head outside and see how you can start to apply this to your game. So guys, I've got 3 golf balls out here. We've got a back one, which is kind of on the opposite edge of the back foot, almost even outside it, middle of the stance, and front of the stance. So we can see back of the stance, we get the hands forwards, weight on the front foot. This will mean that the club will interact and get the ball a little bit lower, in the middle, and then forwards. And what will happen is the shaft angle and my weight will tend to kind of match one another. I never lean back for the forward ball position because you catch the ground too early. So what we'd be looking at is the back ball position. One thing you need to be careful of is when you're playing that shot is that back ball position. Obviously you're going to be using the front of the club a little bit more, this leading edge. It can have a tendency where it wants to dig. So you need to make sure that Jordan was doing, you get the chest carry on moving, so the handle's moving around with that chest rotation. Okay, so the ball's going to be a little bit further back. Weight just a touch forward now. Obviously I've simulated as close as I can to Jordan's position right here, where we've got a raised green in front of us. So I'm going to try and land this somewhere near that slope. You wouldn't actually play this shot from here, because landing it in that slope, it might kill it. So you can play, that's the low ball shot there. So it popped up and has ran out a little bit. That's not too bad a shot. So that ball position right there and that lower shot is definitely not the shot I would play every time, because I think my margin for error is not going to be great. So now we've got the middle ball position, and again Jordan always has the handle going around, so we're just going to play the middle ball position, getting the weight nice and even, and then you're just going to let it slide underneath. You can see there's a pretty medium ball position, and that carried a lot further on the green, didn't run anywhere near as far on as the other shot did. So now we're going to play the third one, which is going to be the slightly higher one. So we've got the ball a little bit further forwards in the stance. Going to try and let that club slide a little bit here. Okay, we're just going to get that feeling for the club sliding under the ball. See, that ball's gone a lot higher on the green, so that's carried even further. They've all ended up in fairly similar positions past the flag, but each one has landed further. So you can see the trajectory will control how far you carry the shot. You'll be dictated by how much green you've got to play with. Ball position and weight distribution will control the trajectory, which will control the spin for you. Experiment with ball back, weight forwards, 50-50 in the middle, and then the forwards ball position with the hands back, weight staying in the middle. They should get the club interacting with the floor in a different manner. So you're using the length of the club, apart from on the back one. Be careful you don't let that leading edge drive in and you're stopping on that shot. I think you'll find that these solutions should give you loads of other options around the greens. Experiment with it and see if these can start saving you a load of shots. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I look forward to talking with you again very soon.